Shalom. Koholol Yahweh Bashim Abishai Bahashim Karkwadash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders. Salutations to all my fellow laborers doing this work in truth and sincerity, risking their lives and their freedom to do so now more so than ever. To the scattered elect that are scattered around the four corners of the earth, many that be like unto the speckled bird, and to the Akwaf that are listening and learning, to you I say Shalom. This is your brother Malcolm from the branch of the Great Millstone here in Chicago. And I watched a movie that told a story. And as I was watching the movie, which most people are familiar with the story in the movie, many scriptures came to mind as I was watching it. And it just yet another display of how Esau and his ancient cults and sects has transferred over to the modern elite. And they put things in movies and they try to cover up stuff, you know, and say that it was false information, you know, like the whole Pizzagate thing. Well, you know, Pizzagate is more than likely connected to Jeffrey Epstein and things like that. They just wash, you know, away as if it never happened. All right, or they'll do something that's so outlandish till they just make people not believe that it was true and it was just, you know, false information that never happened. And typically anything the media denies is actually what actually happened. All right, but nevertheless, this story was about a woman who was a leader of a sect of, I don't know what you would call them, witches, warlocks, whatever they were. But they were like spiritual vampires. And they drank blood. They would drink and eat the spirit of a dying child. And it just made me think of ancient Rome, because in a lot of the images of ancient Rome, when you see nude and drunk adults having sex and things of that nature, there will be images of children sitting under the tables in the same room next to the bed, or even sitting on the lap of some adult male or female. And the funny thing is that when I put in children in ancient Roman, what did I put in? I put in children in ancient Roman celebrations, and it clicked up, and then it said this place cannot display. So there, and it showed you like, you know, literally like hundreds of images. So this is Esau trying to cover his tracks, or should I say the nation of E, excuse me, trying to cover their tracks and hide the truth of who they are and the things that they've done. But anyway, these spiritual vampires, like in that one movie where it kept saying red rum, and red rum spelt the other way is murder. And it made me realize that the red rum is the blood. It's the blood. That's what the red rum is. It's the blood. And usually when they sacrifice these children, they're young, usually males, usually virgins, and they want the blood. So where is that scripture? I think it was Leviticus, if I'm not mistaken. It talks about the life is in the blood. And there's a scene where in this movie where the woman asked the little boy asked the woman, "Are you going to hurt me?" And she said yes. And he got more terrified. And then she said that, and then she even told him that the blood makes, the pain and the fear makes the, what does she call it? He had a word for it, which was just the spirit. What it boiled down to was the spirit, all right? Which is really symbolism for blood, all right? As far as their, you know, in their case. But yes, this is Leviticus 17 and 11, and it reads, "For the life of the flesh is in the blood, and I have given it to you upon the altar to make an atonement for your souls. For it is the blood that maketh an atonement for the soul." So they were actually stealing souls. All right? And the blood is forbidden for you to drink or eat or consume. When you consume an animal, you're supposed to drain the blood completely from it. But, you know, as we very well know, Eve does the opposite. You know, they make a delicacy of blood, or really, as a matter of fact, that's what got them in trouble in the first place. All right, let me grab another quick scripture. Let's see if I'm on point with this one. Right. Yeah, I was. But you know, another thing that they did with a lot of these children in the ancient worlds, and the same thing that they're doing now, they sacrifice these children. Just like there's a scripture, there's a school on the Gold Coast that has Molech on 3 sides of it. There's a giant statue of an owl at the entrance of the school, and then there are giant owls carved on the side of the building, which is Molech, which is the sacrifice of the children. Why? Because you're indoctrinating them. And some of those children will grow up and become sacrifices in one way or another. All right? And because they were looking for people in this particular group of spiritual vampires, not only were they looking for souls to drink, to eat, to consume and torture people, they also were looking for people who were powerful to turn. And yet they came across a girl who was a Jake, whose power was so powerful that she was more powerful than the leader of the sect. And she was too stupid, and her power clearly was from the right-hand side. And the other woman was from the left-hand side. And this child was able to overpower and beat and defeat this wicked sect, which is exactly what's going to happen. All right? Because they were all ancient and old. Talked about how one had watched the empires rise and fall, cheered the gladiators in Rome, and was on the ships when they came here to America. And both Rome and America were full of nothing but blood as they were established and in their glory. All right? The building of both and the destruction of both will be full of blood. All right? And they were rich and powerful, but the rich and powerful are going to eventually lose everything that they have, because it talks about how they're going to vomit up all that they have, which is why, let me read this. This is Psalms 73 and verse 3, and it reads, "For I was envious at the foolish when I saw the prosperity of the wicked." Yeah, when you see the people who don't believe in the Lord, who don't, you know, who are against the Lord, against the people of the Lord, and they got fancy cars and big homes and travel, and they seem to just be doing all these things. That's the reason why that's happening, because the Lord is not dealing with them. All right, not saying that you can't be blessed and have a little something, but the earth is going to be given unto the meek, those who really have nothing. And the condition of the Israelites and the elect, for the most part, is going to be a struggle. All right? Because the kingdom of heaven is gotten with great adversity, man. Through fire. Through hard straits. Through that straight and narrow gate. Straight meaning struggle. You know? And the curses are still upon the chosen. Sickness and illness and lack of stability and funds and imprisonment. These are the things that the chosen would be going through. Thus saith the Bible. You got to remember, man, all the apostles and the disciples and the followers of the Lord, at one time or another, they got locked up. All right? So then, when the wicked one realizes how powerful this girl was, she sent her number one guy, the scout, because that was what he would do, go scout out talent to either be eaten or to be joined unto them. And because he wanted her to be joined unto her, but she was so jealous, she said, no, she's too powerful. We can't have someone that powerful a part of this sect. Because Esau doesn't want anyone to be as powerful as him. All right? He wants all that power to himself, man. Okay? But the one thing that the tracker said when he finally caught the girl, but to no avail, he said that, all the people on my side died, people on your side died, but the outcome was the same. I still got you. But the issue is that the trick is that the Lord has E, man. He is the one that's in trouble. So let's go to three last scriptures, because I got issues with this account, and I can't make videos too long, which is really not that big of a deal, because I try to make my videos informative and educational on a spiritual level, and quick, because the truth be said, Jake don't really have a long attention span. They just don't. All right. So the first one is Lamentations. And 21 and 22. No, that's 5. Salaki. There we go. 4 and and it reads 21. Lamentations 4 and 21. Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwelleth in the land of Uz. The cup also shall pass through unto thee, and thou shalt be drunken, and shalt make thyself naked. The punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. He will no more carry thee away into captivity. He will visit thine iniquity, O daughter of Edom. He will discover thy sin. So at the end, it's already written, the punishments. So it doesn't matter what happens to us in between. The end game is that E loses. All right. Go to 2 Kings 18 and 27. But Rabshakeh said unto them, hath my master sent me to thy master, and to thee to speak these words? Hath he not sent me to the men which sit on the wall, that they may eat their own dung and drink their own piss with you? So I read that because it is just such a vicious saying, but that's basically what's going to happen to Esau. See, everything he meant for wicked, the Lord's going to make for good, and turn his own hand and his own tongue against him, man. All right, Esau's got a lot to pay for, man. It was kind of like in what was that movie with Samuel Jackson, when he kept reading when he kept quoting Ezekiel 25 and 14. One last scripture. That was my Samuel L. Jackson moment. That's a wicked ass Jake, but he talented as hell, man. You gotta give it to him. That's Jake for you, though. They'll shine even in wickedness, man. But yeah, this is Job 20 and 7 will be the last scripture. And it reads, yea, he shall perish forever like his own dung. They which have seen him shall say, where is he? So no more again will Esau Edom be seen, man. All right, they're going to be washed away and flushed away, like it said, dung, just like dung in the toilet, man. You're never gonna see it again. All right, no one cries for that turd as it spins and goes into the pipes and into the sewer forever. So with that, we'll give all praises, glory, and honor unto Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders. Salutations to all my fellow laborers. And Wa Abba Babal.